Downsview as an area has always been in motion, a military base, an airfield, and now a growing hub in the heart of Toronto. Today, the city is planning for what comes next. As this area transforms, it's set to welcome more than 100,000 new residents, along with new homes, jobs, parks, shopping, restaurants, and community spaces. And part of the planning for that future means understanding the impact of some of these changes through an environmental assessment. An environmental assessment, or EA, is a process that helps us plan smarter. It looks at how new infrastructure like streets and transit might affect the environment and people who live here now and in the future. Before anything gets built, we study the impacts, ask for feedback, and explore alternatives. The EA is one piece of a larger planning puzzle. While the city's official plan and Downsview secondary plan guide the long-term vision, the EA focuses on the nuts and bolts. How streets connect people to places by driving, transit, cycling, and as a pedestrian, and how sewer and stormwater infrastructure fits within streets to accommodate growth and manage stormwater in an environmentally sustainable way. Outside of the EA, parks, housing, and public spaces are developed through other planning processes. In Phase 1 and 2 of the EA, we worked with technical professionals and spoke with communities to identify existing problems and find opportunities to create streets for new neighborhoods that reconnect Downsview to the rest of the city. We asked, what matters most? We heard a lot of feedback about streets, rail crossings, transportation, property impacts, noise, traffic. That impact, coupled with the objectives and vision set through the secondary plan, helped us develop the recommended locations of 4 major streets. Additional local streets will be designed at a later stage through district planning as new neighborhoods are developed. Now we're in Phases 3 and 4 of the EA, which will build on the work done so far to determine how the new major streets look, feel, and function. The first part of this process looks at early alternative designs. These designs fine-tune the alignments of key pieces of street infrastructure that were identified in Phases 1 and 2. Dufferin Street Extension, Transit Road and Billy Bishop Way intersection, and the location of dedicated bus lanes to prioritize public transit use on one of the new north-south streets. These options were carefully evaluated using criteria shaped by city policies and guidelines and public input. Things like connectivity, public transit accessibility, environmental protection, equity, and long-term benefits. You can view the online slides now to learn about these recommendations. The next stage of design and consultation will focus on the details of the 4 major streets and GO Barrie rail line underpasses. Design elements will include things like street widths, sidewalk widths, cycling infrastructure, green infrastructure like street trees and landscape areas to help maintain stormwater and safe intersection design. Every design is reviewed and scored based on how well it meets community need and technical requirements. The evaluation criteria will continue to adapt to technical findings and public input. We also work closely with stakeholders like the TTC and Metrolinx to make sure our ideas support a reliable and connected transit network. It's not just about what works today, it's about what will work for decades to come. Your voice continues to help shape this process. We invite you to visit our website, review study materials, and learn about upcoming public consultation events, and share your feedback. Together, we can plan a Downsview that reflects our shared future.